President's still scrambling to get prepared for Tropical Storm Barry, and they're getting help from Washington. President Trump has already declared a federal emergency declaration for Louisiana.
And that means FEMA and the Department of Homeland Security will coordinate disaster relief efforts. Joining us with more on that and his message to Louisiana residents, Senator Bill Cassidy. Bill, thank you so much for joining us today. So talk more about that federal aid and how important it is to get that quickly to Louisiana residents.
This is public assistance, and so if there's a community that must do something to save life or to otherwise decrease the damage to the community, those financial resources, if you will, are pre-positioned. You don't have to call and get permission. You know that if you do it, it's going to be covered. And that's important because obviously we want to be most concerned about life and then about property, and this will help do that.
And this has all been more convenient after Katrina. They made it quicker, is that correct?
Yeah, so we've learned from disasters. We've learned in the state, but we've also learned on the national level. And as opposed to a special appropriation, it is now again pre-positioned. It can be there when the American citizen or the American community needs it.
Well, as you know, many Louisiana residents in this area are flood fatigued. You know, they experienced the floods of 2016. You work closely with those people to become whole again, get back on their feet, and now here we go again. What's your message to them this afternoon?
First, let's not despair. I was speaking with Gerard Landry, the mayor of Denham Springs, and he says they have an EOC that has been set up. He says last time it was on top of a cart in the Walgreens parking lot, and now they have a formal situation. We have learned how to be better prepared. Secondly, the peak in terms of the crest is still far lower than it was back in 2016. And thirdly, we've learned. There's one woman who died last time underestimating the stream flow. She went out to get some fast food and got swept away. We're not going to do that this time. So I do think on a individual level, family level, community and state level, we are better prepared.
What do you think Louisiana's biggest challenge is response-wise with this storm?
Well, I do think the water getting off is going to be the biggest thing. If you have 20 inches of rain, it's got to go someplace, and it's got to go someplace fast. And let's just keep those people in Terrebonne and Lafourche and St. Mary's Parish in our prayers, because that's where they're going to get the brunt. By us, it'll be a little bit played out, but they're going to get the heads of it. So just keep them in our thoughts and prayers.
Where are you headed? I mean, I know you're going to meet with the governor. Are you going to be at his briefing? What's ahead for Bill Cassidy?
You know, I just arrived literally an hour ago from Washington, D.C. I couldn't get out because of bad weather in Washington. So we'll go see the governor. We're calling local officials. We're making ourselves available. And wherever there's someone who needs some interaction with the federal government that we can help with, we're going to attempt to be there.
What's the best way they can get in touch with you or your office, you know, to make that happen?
So our office number is 225-929-7711, 225-929-7711, website cassidy.senate.gov.
And what's your message one more time to the residents here?
Just be prepared. Follow the instructions. It may look pretty outside, but if your local official is telling you to do something, obey. It's like first grade once more.
You obey. That's right.
You obey.
All right, Senator Bill Cassidy, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate your time, and stay in touch with us. We'll be on the air tomorrow throughout the storm
Wonderful.
as well.
Thank you.
All right, Bill, always great to see you. Well, still to come this